Hi, everybody. Laura here. So glad you're joining me today. I have a project to share with you using several new products that came out in the Splash of Color release. Starting with these border waves. I'm using that middle wave and I'm going to die cut 4 strips. I've already pre-cut them with this one wave die. Now I've already pre-cut my little strips as you can see. They're Nina Solar White cardstock and they're about 1 inch tall, 5.5 inches wide. I'm using my Post-it tape to hold that wave die in place because I wanted to die cut right along the bottom of each of my little strips. Now I do have that magnetic platform that's supposed to hold my dies in place, but I find that my cutting plates get warpy. Do your guys' cutting plates get warpy? And I'm saying they get warpy in the blink of an eye. And I know I die cut probably more than the average person. I die cut a lot, and that is why my arms are so ripped and buff. And when I walk down the street, people look at me and they think I'm a bodybuilder. And I say, no, I'm just really a card maker, but I do a lot of die cutting. Not really. That's a joke. But anyhow, okay, so I'm die cutting each one of these strips. Now you see, I'm going to do something a little untraditional. Now I'm also going to die cut that same wave in a big panel of Nina Solar White. But I'm not going to be using these to make waves. I'm going to be using these to make ruffles, colorful ruffles. And you'll see here, after I get everything all die cut, I'm going to start, you guessed it, ink blending with some of these yummy new inks, starting with, what else did you think I would start with except for Hot Mama? Come on. I can't start any card with anything else but Hot Mama lately. The month of July is completely dedicated to Hot Mama. So just love it with me. Okay, so the next after Hot Mama, we're going to move into Blue Jay. Now, this wasn't from the Splash of Color release, it's from the one previously, but I still love it. And it's a gorgeous blue. And I'm not doing really, I guess you wouldn't say this is rainbow, but it is rainbow order. Okay, so we're starting with Hot Mama, Blue Jay, and then next, another new color, High Dive. And this is gorgeous, dark, deep teal, and I'm loving it. You can see that my grid paper pad, my Simon Says Stamp grid paper pad is getting a lot of love. And I thought, man, when this thing came, 50, what's it got, 50 pages on it? I thought this is going to last me forever. Oh boy, I got to put an order in for another one now because I can see that I go through it a lot quicker than I thought. Okay, we're ink blending Lucky on that one. And then finally, that large panel, we're going to do Willow. Now, I did not realize how much I was going to love this Willow color, but it's a gorgeous chartreuse color. It's chartreuse green, which I absolutely love. It's it's almost heading towards lime, but it's chartreuse, and I really love it. And the name of it is Willow. Okay, so now we're going to glue all these little strips together. I'm using my Tombow Mono glue and putting a little bit on the Hot Mama strip, and then I'm going to kind of stagger these waves or ruffles, if you will. I don't want them to all be completely like the curves and the angles to be completely the same. So I'm kind of like staggering them. So we're glued on the High Dive, and then we're going to head on into the Lucky Ducky. Every one of my ink pads, even though they have awesome names, I got to even kick it up a notch and give it a nickname. So they all have nicknames along with their already awesome names. Okay, so now we're gluing on Willow. I don't think I have a nickname for Willow yet. Willow on my pillow. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and trim this off so all my edges are even. I'm using my big Mama Tonic guillotine cutter. This is what I use all the time. I don't know if I've ever really done my cutting on camera, so this is a first. But I do use this Mama a lot, and I couldn't live without it. It just gives me sharp cuts every single time. I can't say enough about my guillotine cutter. I've often thought about getting a smaller one, but I really think I would miss that large 12 by 12 size. I'm spoiled now and I can't go back. But anyhow, okay, so now we're moving on. I die cut 4 of these congratulations dies. This is the new die that came out in the Splash of Color release. I'm using my Tombow Mono to stack those up. Now this die, this word die, is very dainty. So there's no way I was even going to attempt trying to put some foam tape behind it. So therefore, I stacked 4 of them together. Now I'm just taking my little needle tool to kind of smooth out all the edges. Once we get those all glued together, I'm going to pop this up. I am gluing some fun foam on the back of my ruffles. Normally, I don't use glue to glue on my fun foam. Normally, I use my tape runner, but I had the glue out and I was feeling lazy, so I just used glue. You can use any type of adhesive that is nearest to you. The key is to use the least amount of energy possible. No, I'm just joking. Okay, so now I'm gluing on my congratulations word die cut. Now, this card ended up being a little bit smaller than the average. It's not 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is what you call 4 bar size. It ended up being approximately 3 1/2 by 5, and I do this sometimes. Sometimes I like a little small card. I think it's cutie. And when the embellishments and the ruffles and everything turns out the way it does, I make it 4 bar. Now, don't be confused, and don't let 4 bar confuse it with candy bar. And if you need to go have a piece of chocolate, I will wait. I will wait. And while you're going to get one, I'll head to the fridge. I'm keeping my chocolate in the fridge now. I'm hiding it from the kids, and I'm keeping it cold because it's so hot out there. But just a little piece, okay? Promise me, just a little piece in moderation, right? We can do this. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.